Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stacking Perpetrator here. Hope everybody's doing fine with these premiums and the spot price fluctuations and creep up of the spot price. I hope everybody's doing well. I've tried doing this video. This is my third try at it. It just is too long, so I'm going to break it up in two parts. We're going to do a what's in the box part first, and then you'll have to come back and watch part two. I'll talk about the shift I'm making in my silver and what I'm going to buy for my stack and what I'm going to put away to avoid the high premiums and just get away from the premiums. I'm buying my silver at spot, and that's the way I'm going to change. And then I'm still looking for I'm not going to buy as much of the constitutional unless it's something I need to, like for my Benji albums or finish out a walker or upgrade a quarter set or whatever. But I'm going to start buying my silver at spot. I'm not going to buy anything else. In part two, I'll explain how I'm going to do that. So what's in the box for the new people? This is LCS purchases that I made. It goes in the box until I have a chance to film it for you. And then I decide whether it goes in one of my albums, in an album collection, or if it goes in one of my boxes for my permanent stack, or if it goes into a box for a future sell trade or upgrade for gold. Technically, this goes with what's that I have in this ASE monster box here. This is technically part of my permanent stack, but it's listed as, if silver hits a certain price, this is one of the first things that will go. I will sell this out. But what I bought here in 2020, I started silver stacking in 2019, and I started watching a lot of videos. I agree with the philosophy: buy it at the cheapest price, buy it at the lowest premium, stick with those, buy it as cheap as you can. Stay with your budget, all the good stuff that you're supposed to do. All the stuff that made sense. 2020 comes in. We all know what happens. The Wall Street Bets guys start their thing. The silver guys are doing their things, trying to squeeze silver, which, you're not going to squeeze silver. You just ain't going to do it. You're not going to squeeze silver. There's too much out there. There is no shortage, just a shortage of certain products. I may get on that a little bit later. Some of you may disagree. If you do, drop me a comment. Tell me why you think it isn't. Because at my LCS, if there's a silver shortage, my LCS really wants to talk to you. They want to know how many 1,000-ounce bars you want, and they want to know how soon do you want them. How soon do you want to come by and pick them up? Same with 100-ounce bars. How many 100-ounce bars do you want? How many monster boxes of generic buffaloes do you want? Just my LCS wants to talk to you if you think there's a silver shortage. Anyways, getting to what I have here. When I switched in late 19 to early 2020, I saw something, and I saw where spot was going to go up, premiums were starting to creep up. And I decided to switch over to Numismatics because I had tubes of walkers, I had tubes of Benjis, I had tubes and tubes of quarters, dimes, all that. So I got the albums, I started going through and getting the dates and mint marks and filling those in. And then I started going around buying all the BU coinage that I needed to fill slots in those albums before, I was hoping to get it accomplished before the spot price and the premiums started to push the value of those BU coins up because they were still affordable. I accomplished that goal. Now I just I'm hunting down some key dates. I did the opposite. They said if you want a collection, buy the key date, semi-keys first, and then fill in everything else. I did the opposite. I filled in all the basic stuff before those premiums hit. And now I've seen where some of those coins that I bought doubled and tripled in price, and I'm glad I bought them when I did, because I can push that savings over to what I saved, I can push it over to buy the key coins now. They're not, some of those aren't as affected by silver and premium prices like your basic constitutional and your rounds and stuff, and your rounds and your bullion coinage and all that, whatever you want to call it, your government backed stuff. So anyways, I noticed when I was buying for my collection, and this was right when constitutional shot from 15 times face, it went straight to 18. Everybody was going gaga over this stuff. I was still trying to buy some of these. I was looking for like 61, 62, 63 P&D sets to get the Benjis and the quarters and the dimes for my album and stuff. And I bought a few of those, and I realized something. I was getting the 2000 to 2006 silver proof sets, which I have 2000, 2002, and 2004 out here. I was getting these sets along with those 61 to 63 P&D sets. When I did the calculation, I saw that I was getting those from anywhere the low 13, like 1322, sometimes 1318, all the way up to just over 15. Maybe if it was an odd set or whatever, I was still buying it like 1550 times face. The cool thing is, when I got these sets like this, when I cracked them out, if I didn't need these, because the nickel, the penny, and the Sacagawea come in your proof sets also. So when I come time to the silver sets, I didn't need these three, so I would just card these up because they're proofs. But when you think about it, you get a set. This one's missing the quarter sets. But I was still buying these. I noticed that because I get the extra dollar coin here on some of the sets, that let's say I paid 14 times face back then when I bought a bunch of these. When I was said and done, I actually had another $1. So if I paid 14 times face, I was actually only paying 13 times face. So I was lowering my face value cost on my silver because I had coins that I could pull out and take them to the bank or spend them or whatever. I didn't do that. I saved all these because I didn't need the money or the cash, and I figured I might be able to sell these later on for a little extra to another collector. But I guess where I'm going with this, I realized that because when Constitutional went from 13 or 14, 15, from 15, it shot straight to 18. It skipped 16 and 17 and went right to 18 because of the demand was up. The glitch is that these proof sets, coin shops were selling these based off of gray sheet pricing. Well, when this increase in face value cost happened, the gray sheet had not caught up to the fact that you have the silver in here and the collector value. So the gray sheet was lagging behind. The retail value of these was lagging. Another reason it was lagging is because the reason your LCS piles these things up is because nobody really wants them. Some years are collectible. The 2012 has got a lot of premium on it. It's one that went up. It was a really low mintage. But these other ones, they're bought and they generally lose value over time. People sell them off. Nobody wants them. But when you're stacking silver, and the true philosophy is silver, what the hell does it matter if it's a proof that comes in a box that's meant for collectors if you're stacking silver and you want it for the cheapest price and the lowest premium? So I was basically shunned, and everybody said, oh, that stuff belongs in numismatics. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm glad they did, because this is just one part yes, this ASE monster box is full. The lid barely closes on it. I've actually got another box started that these will go into. And, but what I'm getting at, don't overlook this stuff. My LCS, if I didn't buy these, they're going to, because they are a turn and burn shop, they're more interested in volume than they are getting maximum dollar. They are literally going to crack these out, throw the Kennedys in tubes, throw the dimes in tubes, throw the quarters in tubes, send the nickel cent, the Lincoln cent, and the Sacagawea to the bank, and they're going to send those tubes off to a wholesaler that is higher than them. I did pay, because they're going up on their constitutional. They're up 20 times face, or 24 times face now. They charged me, because I took all of these, they charged me 20 times face. Well, each one of these boxes has $1.06 that's not silver in it. This particular box doesn't have the quarters in it, the 5 quarters. But technically at my 20 times face, subtract that, I'm at 19 times face. Take another 6 cents off, I'm at 18.94 times face. Anybody out there tell me where you're getting, right now, today, where you're getting constitutional 90% silver for under $19 times face? Let me know. Show you this set here. I generally avoided these, but most of this box was bought in one deal and this set was in there. I bought these back when face was still 18 times face, and this particular set has the dollars in it, has the presidential dollars. So I paid 18 times face, but I got $5 that ain't silver that I can crack out and spend. So my technical 18 times face, subtract the 5 that I can pull out and spend, and I'm down 13 times face. And I bought these at the end of last year, at the end of 2021, from my LCS. And I got 13 times face for that particular set right there. So anyways, not telling you how to buy, just showing you how I'm buying silver. I'm buying 90% in the deal I'm getting and how I'm saving a little money. You do what you want. It's your money, it's your stack. I'm purely showing you what I'm buying, what I'm adding to my stack, and the reasons why I'm adding this stuff to my stack. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. I always enjoy the comments. I've responded back to pretty much every single comment that I've received on my videos. And now we'll see you on part 2. And you have a great one.